Do you ever feel tired, not because you worked so hard physically, but because your mind never ever stopped all day? You thought about food, you thought about what you should be doing, you thought about your health, you thought about someone else's need, you replayed conversation, you worried about tomorrow, and by the end of the day, your body is sitting still, but your mind feel like it ran a marathon. If that sounds familiar, that video is for you. Because Ayurveda has a very interesting perspective on overthinking. It doesn't see it as a personality flaw, it often sees it as a sign of imbalance. And today, I want to show you how Ayurveda approaches overthinking. One of the best medicine may simply be learning how to keep life simple. Hi, I'm Jean-Francois. I'm a registered nurse, an Ayurvedic practitioner, a yoga teacher, a Vedic astrologer, and I help people create more energy, steadiness, and resilience through practical Ayurveda tools. And if your mind has been noisy lately, you are not alone. We live in a world that constantly stimulates the mind. Too much information, too many choices, too many decisions, too many tabs open on your computer and in your brain. Ayurveda understood this long before smartphone existed. In Ayurveda, excessive thinking is often connected to something called Vata or Vata imbalance. Vata is air and ether. Vata is the energy of movement. It governs movement of the body, movement of the nervous system, movement of the thoughts. And when Vata become aggravated, the mind can become scattered, anxious, indecisive, fearful, restless, and unable to settle. Thoughts move quickly, but not always clearly. So many people says, I can't shut my brain off. And this is a classical Vata language. Other concept that Ayurveda bring on the table is the concept called Rajas. Rajas is the mental activity, stimulation, passion, emergency. When Rajas is high, the mind wants to keep doing, solving, fixing, optimizing. So many people today are dealing with a combination of Vata, too much movement, and Rajas, too much agitation. And that, my friends, create overthinking. So overthinking do not mean that something is wrong with you. Sometimes it means your system needs grounding. And that change everything. Because if the issue is imbalance, then balance can be restored. Ayurveda deeply value rhythm, routine, steadiness, repetition. Why? Because the nervous system relaxes when life becomes a little bit more predictable. Overthinking grows stronger and stronger when life feels chaotic. So think about this. Too many food choices, too many opinions online, too many health trends, too many inconsistent routine, too much stimulations late at night. The mind keeps trying to organize the chaos. But simplicity, on the other hand, give the mind less to manage, and that creates space. One of my favorite teaching is peace often comes through subtraction. I'm going to repeat that. Peace often enters through subtraction, not always by adding more. So many people overthink food these days. I talk to people and they are like, what should I eat? Should I cut carbs? Should I fast? Should I eat protein first? Should I buy this supplement or that supplement? And sometimes the mental stress around food become more harmful than the food itself. So Ayurveda tends to ask very simple questions around food. Is your food warm? Is it digestible? Is it nourishing? Do I feel steady after I'm eating that food? Does it support regular digestions? Instead of chasing for perfect diet, choose for a few steady meals. So for example, breakfast can be similar most days. Some people eat oatmeal every single day. 2 or 3 lunch that rotate. Rice with chicken, rice with lentils, simple dinners. This reduces decision fatigue. You do not need a perfect diet. You need a digestible life. Another way that I found people are overthinking is exercise. Many people also overthink movement. They spend more time planning the exercise than doing it. And they believe if I can't do 45 minutes, it doesn't count. Ayurveda asks different questions. What movement would balance your current state? And if your mind is anxious, walking, yoga, mobility work, breathing exercise, nature, walk in nature. If you feel heavy and sluggish, brisk walking, strength training, energizing movement. The best exercise is the one that regulates your nervous system. Overthinking in daily life. Here are 3 areas where simplicity helps immediately. 1. Create default. Have a few decisions already made. Same breakfast, regular wake up time, go to groceries, simple bedtime rhythm. Protect your mental energy. Reduce the input. You may not need more advice. You may need less noise, less scrolling, less comparing, less random health content before bed. And the last one is like lower perfectionism. You do not need to optimize every part of your life at once. Look at my video. They are not perfect, and that's fine. Sometimes healing looks boring, and boring can be beautiful. Simple Ayurvedic practice for tonight. Tonight, before going to bed, ask yourself 3 questions. What is one thing I can repeat tomorrow? What is one decision that I can remove? What is one grounding thing I can add? So maybe that means oatmeal for breakfast, a 10-minute walk, soup for dinner, phone off at 9 p.m. Very small things. But small, repeated things calm Vata. Working as a nurse, I saw many people overwhelmed, not only by illness, but by decisions, appointments, certainty, informations, and emotional load. Sometimes people do not need more complexity. They need steadiness. And that is one gift Ayurveda offers. So if your mind has been resting lately, maybe it doesn't need more information. It needs more grounding, more warmth, more rhythm, simplicity. If that resonated with you, let me know in the comment. What is one thing that you could simplify this week? And if you like more practical tool around digestion, sleep, energy, and nervous system balance, please book an appointment with me and I'll be honored to have an Ayurvedic assessment with you. I see you. I love you.